Zeus's hair tie, phone. Texting Iceman. All right, so we got 15 out of 15. We're live. 0 people watching. I got some kafefi though. I got a clean bong from last night, pretty much. I mean, I'd like to clean it again and get it really clean, but it's assume the position. Hey, what's up, buddy? Let's see if those numbers change here. I'll give it about, hey, Holly, we'll give it about 5 more seconds. I'm still whispering, aren't I? I don't need to whisper. Hey, Debbie. Okay, let's go ahead and refresh the chat. I'm not getting any numbers. Good, good. You like the colors. Oh, yeah, thank you. I know, me too, right? Me too.
Ben,
Yes.
the check is right here, honey,
Okay.
on the table.
All right.
And I'm getting ready to go to Publix.
Okay. You did a hella job at the lock. You did a hell. Yeah, it's not a lock. It's a dam. It's not a lock. It's definitely not a lock. A lock allows boats to go through, and this thing is totally not built to have boats go past it. It is a straight up dam. You know? So I was wrong in calling it a lock. It is a dam. Once I realized the construction of it, it looks like a lock. It does, but then you realize there is a giant gate right through the middle of it. It goes all the way up to the top that would not allow a boat to flow through. So it is a dam, and that the purpose of that dam was so that they could control the level of the water on their golf course and the lakes throughout their neighborhood and the neighboring neighborhood. If you were to bring that dam back and to turn it on, it would raise the level of all the lakes probably 6 inches, which right now isn't a big deal. But then when a storm comes through, it might be a big deal. You know, they might not want it up that high, even though I have a feeling that dam is not, it's not in commission right now, and it should be, because they could use that to control the level. And they could open it, you know, whenever there was too much water, totally. But, you know, they got to keep it flowing, you know, they got to keep the water flowing. Right? So I've got 5 people watching, huh? That's sad on a Saturday morning. Huh. I got Holly, Megsy, Assume, Riley, and Carol. Right? If you are not one of those people, let me hear from you in the chat. Please. All the regulars are gone. Huh? Did the notifications go out? Holly Horn says Bugs Bunny. What? Did those notifications go out? Yeah, they did. Okay. Hmm. Huh. Okay, there we go. We got some people here. Debbie's here. Gray day. Oh, it's beautiful here. Hey, bees. Bees is going to go lay down in his spot. I gave him his pills today, so he's probably feeling that. He's putting more weight on that foot today. So that's a good thing. You know, I hope it's not a torn ACL, but we'll just see, man. You got to keep waiting, you know, and keep him subdued and keep him from running around so much. And he's been really good. He's easy, man. He really is he's a nice pet. He's beautiful. He's so wonderful. Yeah, I told my mom I was in here last night. And she was like, I had no idea. She's got a noise machine next to the bed. So we might have to experiment with that and see if I can actually talk. And she might not be able to hear me at all, you know, in there. Or what I could do is I can go in there and turn some music on in here and see how well I can hear it in there.
All right, I'll see you later, Beth.
All right, love you. Romper Room, I see. Bugs Bunny, Me TV. Holly, I don't understand what you're trying to say. Romper Room, I see. Yes, more weight is a good sign. Yeah, it's a good sign. I was thinking about just looking at the newspaper headlines. It's funny. I was watching Jimmy Dore this morning. He's talking about TikTok. The United States government did a Zoom chat with a bunch of TikTokers, like 20 TikTokers, and told them, you know, how to spin the narrative to kids today on TikTok as to how America is dealing with Ukraine. It's psychotic. My buddy Marshall, I'm just waking up. I can just see him doing this. Coffee's good this morning. Let's move on to the flower show. I've got my ashtray. I've got my poker, so I'm ready to go to get this cleaned up here. I see you're on the air. I'll come over in a bit. Cool. Well, I wonder if Marshall's actually watching. He sees that I'm live, but he's not going to watch the show, I guess. He's like, I see you're on the air. Why don't you watch, man? Turn on the show. Support, son. Like Iceman does. Come join me in my endeavors. I was thinking about cutting my hair off last night. It still looks kind of good. Me TV is a network. They broadcast old TV shows like MASH. Okay. Me TV, that's where Bugs Bunny is. I wonder if I have any more cannabis in there. Should I look? I got blueberry, purple flat top, and pineapple express. What's going on, bro? Let's see. I heard him. Oh, there he is. It's okay, Miss Lady.
You okay, Beazle? Love you.
God is so cute. Ugh, dog is so freaking cute. He's just sitting there laying down. Let me just see if I have any additional flour here. I don't think I do, but I'm just gonna look.
Dad.
All right. So.
Oh, shit. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Holy shit. Dude, every time I look, I find more. I didn't even realize. Look what I found. Look what I got. A whole jar of True Black. More blueberry. I've got saltwater OG and SoCali Trainwreck. Let's go with the SoCali Trainwreck. We'll start with that one. I had no idea. Smells a little oxidized, a little peppery. Boy, oh boy, man. I didn't even realize I had all these. Look at all this. I got all of this cannabis, man. Another thing of blueberry. Yay. It's all like I got a little mini dispensary here, man. Let's see what happens. We ready? Are we going in? Are we good? What do you guys think? Yes, no? No, yes. Yes, no. Yes, no. Ugh. I haven't done that in a while. I got to start doing my exercises again. I'm feeling flabby and fat. You know? It's not good. Okay, once again, I'll ask you guys again. Should we smoke a little cannabis on the show, guys? Or cheers. Wow, that's got a nice fresh taste. I can't believe how old that is, and it still tastes great. I slept good after the show last night. It was fun doing that whisper show. It's funny listening to me whisper for an hour. Apple fritters hash rosin, right on, Richard. Let's smoke a lot of cannabis on the show. Well, we can move to concentrates now. I tell you, that SoCali Trainwreck was awesome, bro. I can't believe this stuff is so old and it's so potent still. I'm really, really feeling it. And it feels really good. So the irrigation guy, he wasn't going to be able to come out till next week. He charged us a lot of money. And we were kind of concerned about it, the amount of money he was charging. And then he called and he's like, you know what? I'd come out tomorrow. He's like, and he brought a crew. He brought 2 guys. And these guys have already dug a 50-foot trench by hand within an hour. I watched them. It was crazy. And they're going to have to dig some more trenches out in the backyard too. But they are expensive, but they are doing exactly what they said they were going to do. I had misunderstood some of the work that he didn't do yesterday because he needed some extra wire to complete the job that he was doing. So he charged us for something he did yesterday that he came out today to finish. And that's one of the things I was confused about. But my mom and I talked about it. She's like, no, she's cool, man. She really likes this guy and she likes what he's doing. And he's busting ass, man. So I'll let you guys know when we have full sprinklers on the property, which would be really cool because then we can have a green lawn, man. The whole lawn's going to be green. It's going to look beautiful. And that's the way it should be, nice, perfect lawn. The only discrepancies I want to see on that lawn are piles of my own dog's shit. Which that's what's supposed to be out there, My doggy. Rogie, I cleaned your ear. Why are you doing that? We're going to do a dabby dab? We're going to dabby dab dab? I wonder where Iceman is. Enoch is here, right? Enoch, how dare you not be here? There's no Enoch. Unbelievable. There's no Billy Valentine. Unreal. Hey, there's Nick Brown. Hey, Nick Brown is here. Look at that. Beezle. What's up, Beez? I love you, Beezle. I love you. He's laying right at my feet. He's such a good boy. I love you, Beezle. I guess that means he loves me, huh? Beezle's the best, man. Nobody beats the Beezle. Nobody. Nobody beats the Beezle, pal. Nobody. I kind of want to clean this rusty poker off. At the same time, let's dab, shall we? Man, dude, I am seeing the stupidest videos on Facebook. See, I haven't been on Facebook in a long time. So I decided since I was back in where I grew up, I'd get on Facebook and catch up with all my friends, see where everybody is, whatever. Dude, they've got this thing on Facebook now. It's called Reels. It's just like that stupid TikTok or the Instagram bullshit. And they have the dumbest shit. They try to get you to sit there and watch for 15 minutes for the stupidest thing. And people will do it. People will sit there and watch these dumb videos. You guys know what I'm talking about? I bet you all know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you? Oh my God. You just fast forward to the end of the video to see how stupid they are. Yeah, you've seen that shit? Dude, the people who create those videos, I'd like to punch them in their faces. It's that obnoxious. You're literally just creating content to waste people's time. That's the point of your content. Yeah, it doesn't even make them feel good for the fucking 15 minutes of their life that you wasted. Because after you're done screwing them and fucking them up their asses, at that point, they realize how little fun it was for them and what a waste of fucking time it was. And hopefully after the first time they watch one of your stupid videos, they realize who you are and that they're not going to get lured into another one. I was like, this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen. I saw two videos. That is the exact same thing. One was a girl in a classroom holding a balloon. It said "Pop Me" on it. And it was obviously fake. It wasn't a student and a teacher. It was a couple of kids doing a stupid video, right? And it was a 15-minute fucking video. I fast-forwarded it to the end. It was stupid. And then there was another one. It was another 15-minute video of a police officer arresting a girl, supposedly, with, something strapped to her leg, and it takes him 15 minutes to open it. And, I fast forwarded to the end, and it's a fucking cell phone, and she's supposedly cheating on her boyfriend. And it's a burner phone. These are all fake videos, and it's all bullshit. You guys know what I'm talking about? I'm sure you haven't seen the exact videos that I'm talking about. But just so you know, this is what is stupefying the world, is the content that we allowed them to shove down our throats. And it's making us dumber and dumber. I got this friend, Adam. God, he probably watches videos like that. What's up, Adam? What am I doing? What I'd like to do, I'd like to walk up that river. That's what I'd like to do. I'd like to walk up that river to the dam. You want to go? You still live in Orlando, right? Yeah. You want to walk up the river and go see the dam? It's only 215 steps, but you got to wear flip-flops and shorts. I mean, I did it barefoot and I didn't die. The time-wasting scum, I'd walk the river. You want to come over, Adam? Let's go. It's only 215 steps, bro. In the water. It's awesome, and it's so worth the walk. Some guys arranging a river walk? No. What is he going to traipse a whole bunch of people down the river? Are they going to pick up garbage? Bro, do you know that when I go down this little stretch of river, there's no garbage at all? No trash, no garbage, no bottles, no glass, no freaking plastic, no paper, no signs of human beings, bro. Until you get to that dam, it is pristine, and then it's just a dam. There's no garbage up there either. Nobody goes there. No one has polluted that area. And I got to tell you, it's a sight to behold, a beautiful area right here in Central Florida that has not been traipsed over by millions of people, It's just completely unseen land. No one sees it. No one goes back there. You watched Goodfellas and now you get it. Funny how? Now you get it? How am I funny? Funny how? Right now I have a bit of work to do. Oh, okay. That's cool, man. I'm going to try to get Marshall, Billy, and Iceman to come out here today and get them to go up there with me. I don't know. I heard back from Marshall. He's like, yeah, I'd like to do it. So Marshall, I guess me and Marshall are going to go. I haven't heard from Iceman. I haven't heard from Billy. They'll see it eventually. They know they'll see it eventually. I'm the one doing dabs. Why is my dad the one coughing? Scorching off the oil residue on the bucket. That's cool. Just remember this. Oh, cool, man. They're running the line. Look at them go, bro. He said he's going to need 200 feet of cable. They're going to run. He's not going to run that out there, is he? I'm excited, man. I'm watching these guys work, putting in the sprinkler system, bro. It's so cool. Steve Virtuoso, what's up? Adam, you will go. Just remember, next time you come to my house, bring flip-flops and shorts. It's amazing, bro. It's a beautiful scene. It's always been here, and I never even knew it. And that's what, no one knew it was there. That's what's so cool about it. No one knew it was there. It's like I discovered it, you know? All right. No law regarding new discoveries. Cheers. In your own backyard. What a cool bubbler. 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 What a cool bubbler. Rogie sleeping on my feet. Keeping him warm. Actually, it's making him numb. So I saw Jimmy Dore and Max Blumenthal do an excellent video this morning talking about the United States government grabbed 20 TikTokers and fed them narrative to give to their audiences. And most of them played right into it. But there was one TikToker who he kept saying the whole time, he was like, they told me to tell you, blah, 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 blah. The United States government says, blah, 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 blah. Right? I want you to see this one guy.
Echoing the State Department, but using like crude marketing. Go, or alternatively, how careless they are with their bombs. According to them, one reason that this crisis
According to them.
is critically notable is because of the
You hear
size
that?
of the
You hear where he says, according to them.
World War II. Second, they acknowledge that this coverage and balance exists for crises throughout the world and encourage us as content creators to use our platforms to highlight different issues as
Hold
they
on.
arise.
Wrong
especially when
Bluetooth speaker.
media fails to do so. Third, they said that just because something mainstream coverage in media doesn't mean that the United States isn't giving aid, whether that be monetary, humanitarian, or military aid to other issues throughout the globe. And last, they said that they hope that
They
this
said-
crisis at least raises the public consciousness around geopolitical issues throughout the world, and that even though Americans may not be proud of other things the United States has done globally, that they hope that we can look back on this moment and see how the United States rallied the West to stand up against Russia and be proud of that.
That's how they want to win your vote for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. That's how. Now, what's beautiful about this one TikToker here is he did it right. He said, they told me to tell you. They said, blah, blah, blah. And Jimmy Dore is going to commend this kid for that. Watch.
And once again, that's what they said.
That's what they said.
At least he put that in there. At least he put that in there at the end. Once again, that's what they said.
Yes.
Okay, so at least he did that. So good for
Yes.
him at least.
Yes.
Now you should go watch that guy should go watch this show and then
Right.
do another TikTok video. Hey, it turns out what they said was all bullshit because I just watched Jimmy and Max tell me. TikTok Joe Biden slammed for information with which their TikTok buddies are now spreading. Don't talk to me about social media and
Got a nice
misinformation
preview. Yeah,
if this doesn't piss you off and you say so publicly.
we see the ravine. We
So
don't see the
that's
creek in
right.
the house.
You're upset about Alex Jones. You're upset about the government doing this.
It's so deep, you know.
I was skeptical. By the way, I was skeptical about the war in Ukraine until the White House called a special war meeting with the TikTok stars. Now everything seems totally legit.
It's great, right?
So, Max, how isn't this like? So they used to have to do this clandestinely. They used to do what was it called, COINTELPRO, and but now they just do it right out in the open. Isn't that weird?
Well, Operation Mockingbird was when the CIA covertly paid journalists
That's
throughout
it,
the
Mockingbird, that's
60s
it.
and 70s, mainly to promote the war in Vietnam and other.
They just talk about propaganda, you know, state propaganda paid for by the Biden administration to lie to you and to people like my mom and to whoever's watching mainstream media. And it's as blatant as the sky is blue, and it's there for everyone to see. You know, this is easy for them. This is just easy. They're not even working. They're not even breaking a sweat right now.
CIA activities
You guys want
was
to see that?
uncovered by Carl Bernstein. Who
You guys
then-
want to see the obnoxious TikTokers that acted like, you know, they understand why the gas prices are going up? Here, watch this.
Here we go.
Why is gas so expensive and why is the United States inflation rate at a 4-time decade high? I had the opportunity to ask the White House why gas down the street is $7, and here's what they said.
Dollars?
The obvious reason, we're getting out of a 2-year pandemic. When use goes up, price goes up.
That's what they said. It's
Yes, guys.
obvious.
Yes, guys.
We're getting out of a pandemic. When use goes up, the price goes up. It was always going to be $7 a gallon anyway, because now people are
Yeah.
using it.
I mean, I hate to say I hate somebody because they're so skinny. I hate to say that. You know, it's body shaming. I don't want to body shame that girl. But can I say that I have less respect for her based on how I believe she, in my opinion, is doing things to achieve that look of her waist being that skinny. Whatever it is she's doing, I don't think it's healthy. And it definitely doesn't look good. Wow.
we got out the pandemic, just ended with the sanctioning of Russia.
Yeah.
Is that
Look at Blumenthal on that
Here we
chick's
go. So
body.
that's one reason. Here's another
That was
reason.
freaking funny.
The call was predominantly about Ukraine and Russia, so how does that relate? Russia is one of the top 3 producers
Look at her
of
hair.
oil, and it is actually
Like, now her
the
hair is like
#1
all-
revenue source. Now, with Putin starting
My
this
hair's so cool this
horrific
way
fight
now.
between Ukraine and Russia, nobody wants to work with him and do international trade. So
That's not true. Looks like Saudi Arabia, China are gung ho.
It was like so obvious that between these takes that she would like adjust her hair just like perfect. It's like I want this strand to be right here for this take. This is the one. That's the take I want right there. You know, my hair is going to be like this. First, my hair is going to be like this, and now my hair is going to be like.
how does that relate?
Now my
Russia
hair's
is
gonna be
one
like this. Now I'm gonna put it over here to the side. Now I'm gonna look like super cool like this.
of the top 3 producers of oil, and it is
Look. Someone like me has 13 people, I guess, watching. Maybe I should refresh the chat. Doobie, what's up? Let's refresh the chat. I don't know if that 13. I don't know. I don't like the 13, man. It should be more. But I'm just saying, yeah, that's better. I like this a lot better. So thank you once again, Restream, for lying to me about the number of people watching my show. Number two, she probably has over 1 million people that watch her, while I have 15. This is what most people would rather watch and listen to. She's special.
Is actually their number one revenue source. Now, with Putin starting this horrific fight between Ukraine and Russia, nobody wants to work with him and do international trade. So
That's not true.
That's not
Looks
true.
like Saudi Arabia, China are gung ho. Here we go.
people being scared of war and limited resources, prices are bound to go up as well. For the people who can't pay $7 for a gallon of gas, there's an app called Gas Buddy that shows you the cheapest gas near you, as well as a link in my bio to donate to the misplaced refugees of Ukraine.
There you go. She's going to tell you what the
Sorry.
truth is because the White House told her. You can't make it up.
And she's gonna say it like she knows
There's,
it.
want to
as
see another
fact.
one? Here's another one.
So I just got off of a Zoom call with the White House about the situation.
We
in
like
Ukraine.
this guy.
A number of other content
We
creators,
like
social
this
media,
guy.
and myself were invited to this event, which was on background, meaning that we couldn't record or take pictures, but we can discuss what we learned from it.
That guy is full disclosure. He's like me. He's going to tell you exactly what he saw, exactly what he was exposed to, and I love him. And if you guys can follow him, follow him. You know, that's the kind of, we need more people like that kid. Okay? We don't need cucks like this. This guy right here, no good.
Unfortunately, there continues to be a massive amount of Russian misinformation on TikTok.
Oh,
Thank you.
oh,
really?
man, those Russians.
Is that where
They're
the
all
misinfo
liars.
comes from?
Unlike us in the United States, we would never lie.
So I need to make a few things clear again. President Zelensky remains safe in Kiev, Ukraine.
He needs to make a few things clear. He's going to make a few things clear, okay? I'm going to tell you what's going on in the Ukraine. I have to make these things clear because this is my duty as an American citizen. Joe Biden, Kamala Harris told me on a Zoom call last night. It's very important. This is very important information that I am sharing with all of you. Hey, Big Merc, what's up? Don, what's up, buddy? Hey, Don, we're not neighbors anymore. What's up with that? What are you doing? We're not neighbors. Do you miss me, Don? I'm not going back. I miss you, bro, but I'm not going back. Until I'm ready to. Gonna rain here today, heading to Cobb. Right on. Wish I could hang out with you, bro.
There is absolutely no evidence to corroborate the Russian government's claim that the United States is producing biological weapons in Ukraine. And Ukraine
There's absolutely no evidence because I know everything and I know all sources of information. I have checked all news sources. I have gotten multiple sources from multiple people, from multiple source works, from multiple news agencies. I have people on the ground. I have people in the sky. Okay. I have God speaking to me in my ear, and he tells me these things. Okay. And that's just the way it is. All right. Now, I am here once again. I'm going to tell you, I have to clear these things up for you.
Oh,
Thank you.
oh, man, those Russians. They're all liars, unlike us in the.
Unfortunately, there continues to be a massive amount of Russian misinformation on
Oh.
TikTok.
Oh,
Thank you.
oh, man, those Russians.
It's
They're
funny
all
every
liars,
time.
unlike us in the United
It's
States. We would
funny
never
every
lie.
time, man.
So I need to make a few things clear again. President Zelensky remains safe in Kiev, Ukraine. There is absolutely no evidence to corroborate the Russian government's claim that the United States is producing biological weapons in Ukraine. And Ukraine is not bombing its own citizens or committing genocide.
So he knows that. And how does he know that? Because the government of the United States told him personally. That's how he knows this.
And let me just do this.
So wait, so he's
Wah, 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 wah.
recognizing the independence of Donetsk
Yes, because that
because because the Ukrainian government bombed the shit out of them 2 days ago, killed 20 people in the center of the city. So they're not Ukrainians, according to this guy.
He's
So
got
the
evidence.
whole
though. He's
area
got
called the
evidence.
Donbass,
No evidence.
which is the part of
There's
Ukraine
no
that people wanted to
evidence.
separate
Joe
from the
Biden and Kamala Harris
Ukrainian
told me in a Zoom
government,
call
which was
last
an
night. I am a
overthrown
very
government,
listen,
right?
listen. I am a very important podcaster. I had a Zoom chat with the president and the vice president last night, and they trust me to tell you what they told me to tell you. Okay, and that makes me very important. I'm a very important person. And for those of you who don't know, those letters are VIP, and that is exactly what that stands for. Very important person that speaks to the president and the vice president. I ask them questions and they give me answers. And then I come here and I bring you all of the information and I tell you exactly what the facts are. That's what I do.
Yeah.
And Ukraine has been shelling them for 8 straight years. So what that guy just said is, I don't know, is 1,000%? Is that a real number?
We need that. It's funny, Don. We do need the house painted, and she's got somebody to do it.
That's a real number, then he's 1,000% wrong.
That-
And he's
that's a real
spreading
number.
Misinformation. Not only misinformation, he's
Dude, if 1,000% is a real number, then he is 1,000% wrong. Jimmy Dore, dude, I swear, Max Blumenthal is a freaking idiot. What a dumb idiot. When Jimmy Dore is kicking ass and he's making jokes like that, and you don't laugh, you're just showing everybody how you're not listening to him at all. That shit was fucking hilarious. Oh my god.
spreading propaganda and disinformation, and it's pro-war disinformation propaganda. That's what that guy's doing.
Russian government is the only one bombing civilians. Please
Oh,
make
yeah.
sure to call out misinformation.
America is not bombing civilians. We're not selling weapons to Saudi Arabia. We're not in Yemen. We're not in Syria. We're not providing Israel with millions of dollars every year, and they're using them against the Palestinians. That's not happening. They're definitely not innocent civilians dying by American bombs or drone strikes. And 90% of our drone strikes do not result in innocent people being killed around the world, because that's what America's drone strike record is not. That is not true. I'm here to tell you. I'm here for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris.
On this app,
I
when
had a Zoom chat with them last night. Okay. I'm very important. I'm a very important person. I was speaking with the president. Okay. I was speaking with the vice president and the president of the United States of America. And there I was. I was one of the squares in the bigger square. Okay. That was me. You know who I kind of feel like? I kind of feel like a copper cab. Fucking copper cab, bro, right?
you see it. Because unfortunately, the Russian government is paying TikTokers to create content for it. And that needs to be stopped immediately.
Russia has bombed a building with an experimental nuclear reactor in it at the Kharkiv
I've
Institute.
never heard that Joe Biden had a daughter. Let me see what that's all about. Okay, Google. Does Joe Biden have a daughter?
Joe Biden's daughters are Ashley Biden and Naomi Biden.
How did I not know this? Where are they at? Dude, why don't we see his daughters ever? Oh, she's an activist who's very tight with her father, the youngest one. She's born in 81. Naomi. Oh, she died. No, and she had a 1-year-old that died. A former diary believed to belong to President Joe Biden's daughter, Ashley Biden, is now in the center of a federal investigation into how shit, they blurred it out. Naomi. It'd be crazy if she died because the fucking brakes went out in her car. And there was somebody pushed her over the edge of a fucking cliff. Curse of Tippecanoe. Right, Tippecanoe, right? That's that fucking Kennedy thing, right? Wow, I thought he only had one. Because he raped her. Steve's like, he raped her. And got caught and blackmailed, not mentioning names, but notorious. 3, 8, 9, 7, I was 10. 3, 9, 9, 7, he got notorious assassinated. You were 10 years old? Steve Virtuoso, bro. Bringing some fucking meat to the table. Isn't a Harrison. I don't know what a Harrison is. March 8, 1986. Steve, you're like freaking out, bro.
Institute of Physics and Technology in Ukraine's second biggest city on the eastern border of the country. There's no reason to freak out. We would know by now if there'd been a nuclear explosion.
Oh my
This
gosh.
just shows how far Russia is willing to go, or alternatively, how careless they are with their bombs.
According to them, one reason that this crisis is specifically notable is because of the size of the invasion, which is the largest since World War II. Second, they acknowledge that this coverage imbalance exists for crises throughout the world and encourage us as content creators to use our platforms to highlight different issues as they arise, especially when mainstream media fails to do so. Third, they said that just because something isn't getting mainstream coverage in media.
I was skeptical. By the way, I was skeptical about the war in Ukraine until the White House called a special war meeting with the TikTok stars. Now everything seems totally legit.
I love that tweet.
So, Max, how isn't this
No.
like?
Now that all
So
of
they-
these creepy kids from TikTok have told me exactly what Biden and Harris are saying, I feel much better now about the war. I feel much better about it. You know, it's so funny. It's such a funny tweet, and it nails it. Yeah, I was skeptical about the war in Ukraine until the White House called a special meeting, a war meeting with the TikTok stars. Now everything seems totally legit. And he didn't set up JFK to get killed either.
They used to have
What,
to
Joe
do
Biden? Joe Biden didn't do it? Was it Joe Biden? Is Joe Biden the one?
this clandestinely. They used to do, what was it called? COINTELPRO. And but now they just do it right out in the open. Isn't that weird?
Right. And you guys don't even have to work
So
hard.
Operation Mockingbird was when the CIA covertly paid
This is so easy.
journalists
That's
throughout
it,
the
Mockingbird, that's
60s
it.
and
This is so
70s,
easy for
mainly
them
to
right
promote
now.
The war in Vietnam and other CIA activities was uncovered by Carl Bernstein, who then became one of the biggest promoters of Russiagate.
I know.
And you know, the FBI and that whole racket. So
What was
Uh,
COINTELPRO?
COINTELPRO was a dirty op waged by the mainly J. Edgar Hoover's FBI to infiltrate and disrupt left-wing and revolutionary organizing in the U.S. For example, by sending poison pen letters from one Black Panther leader to the other.
So a poison pen letter would mean that it's a letter that it was disguised to be from one of these other guys to the other faction, attacking them, trying to get them to it was like my friend used to go to the bus stop and try to get, say, hey, so-and-so says he can beat you up and get two people to fight. Same thing.
In instigating,
Oh,
turf
okay.
war, that kind of stuff, dirty tricks.
But so
now, you know-
Mockingbird, that Mockingbird was the thing that was uncovered by the church committee, right?
Now the left does it on its own without any FBI encouragement.
Yes,
Like
I know.
anyone who dissents from the COVIDian regime will just be like
Yes.
castigated with, and the whole left will be divided just on its own. During the Syria dirty war, you had a whole faction of the left that was just basically echoing the State Department, but using like crude Marxist rhetoric to do so. So I don't think they even need COINTELPRO anymore, and they don't need to pay all these TikTokers because you just I mean, one Department of Education after another has implemented, many children left behind programs
Yes.
where critical thinking is ruled
Yes.
out. You only graduate if you have, good test scores, and they're incapable. I think
Saltwater OG,
most youth are
guys.
seeing through this.
Can
And
you
what it
believe
really
this?
reminds me of actually is what the US has done in places like Ukraine. This was how the Maidan so-called revolution of dignity began in many ways. This was how so many young people were brought out onto the central square
Yeah,
in
someone read a
Kiev,
diary.
was that
He was my
US
granddad's
intelligence through its
arch enemy.
cutouts like the National Endowment for
Remember
Democracy
Pocahontas?
or the Open Society Foundations. Omidyar was involved, this billionaire oligarch who's
Yeah.
close to the Democrats. Today owns The Intercept. They were setting up media hubs and media outlets to instigate regime change activity, and they would train youth, ambitious, tech savvy,
This shit was
sort
like
of middle
untouched.
class, liberal minded youth in Kiev in social media technology, how to get the message out.
Saltwater OG,
And then,
man.
they would have them go on
Remember this
Facebook.
shit?
Everyone get down to Maidan. It's going down. Then they'd give them ponchos that were all the same color. And, they'd have that fist that was omnipresent in all of the color revolutions that saw former Soviet bloc states and their governments toppled and replaced with neoliberal technocratic governments. It all started with some youth getting out in the central square who had been trained in social media at the advent of the internet. So now it's all coming home in order to promote the next phase, which is, they've done the color revolutions. They've got NATO troops on Russia's borders. They've betrayed all of those youth who went out and protested. They never got the liberal future they believed they would get. Instead, they got another autocracy with corrupt oligarchs in control who just happen to love the US, who pillaged their countries. And now we're moving towards straight up conventional warfare with Russia. And the dumbest, most ambitious, most suggestible influencers are being called in to try to dupe the youth into joining along with this escalation war party and thinking and acting like neoconservatives while they dress like hipsters. I don't think it's going to work. I think this backfired, and it exposes one of the fatal flaws of this administration, which is that the president and the vice president are incapable of speaking to the American people because they're incapable of speaking. I mean, Kamala Harris, did you hear? She was on a radio show, an urban radio show recently, and she was asked to explain the Russia-Ukraine conflict. And she said, in this bizarre vocal fry that was completely put on, you got a big country trying to take out a small country. And the big country went in and ate the small country all up. And so the small countries needs us to rescue it from the big country. And that is the person that this administration sent to Poland and Romania to rally the NATO allies in this supposedly civilizational fight against Russia. This person who comes off as, who makes Sarah Palin look like next level genius. Then you got Nancy Pelosi. Do you see her in trying to explain
Yes.
the need to take out the Russian convoy?
Yes.
I mean, I don't know how many brunch martinis she had before that, but she was talking about taking out the tanks. It seemed like she was tanked.
Yes.
I mean, the whole administration and its allies, their communication strategy is collapsed. Gas prices are going over $7. Those young TikTokers, they will own nothing and be happy. Those are the people like in the World Economic Forums who will actually be happy. And what they mean, by the way, in this whole Great Reset meme everyone's sharing is not that you will live in a socialist paradise where you'll own nothing, but you'll live in a communitarian utopia. It means you're going to be renting forever, living in your parents' basement. You won't be able to afford a mortgage. You won't be able to afford gas, so you can't even power your Uber working in the gig economy. And you're just going to be a serf in an oligarchy, just like the one that we have constructed, the United States constructed, that Joe Biden presided over since the 2014 coup in Ukraine. And those are our
It's very important that you guys know that. It's also very important that I just found this and this as well. Look what I got. This is crazy. Another jar of SoCali Trainwreck, which got me HAF when I started the show. Boom. Another jar, another full jar unopened of saltwater OG. Boom. So I got 2 of those now. And I got another jar of purple flat top. Boom. Right? And I've also got this one, it says OB on it. OB. I don't know, man. I don't know. OB. I don't know. I got this. And then look at this. Fucking A. Jack Hare. Boflau. I also found another poker. Nice poker. Some different colored lighters. Instead of that green one, we got purple and blue too. Boflau, Boflau. Now, I've also got a carb cap. I don't know if it's going to fit over my bucket. It does. It does. What? Wow. Wow. Look what I found. It's great. It's great. We're going to be doing that today. Oh, yeah. It's cool. It's hip. It's happening. And I also found these. I don't know what's in these. I don't know. Look. Hey, Bronco, what's up? I just went through my drawer in there and I was like, there's more boxes I just hadn't gone through because I basically had what I needed. I'm like, but what else do I have in there? Oh my God, look at all that. Concentrate oil. And let's see what else I found. Oh my God. Wow, man. Dude, we got everything. We got everything we need to do some dabbies. Oh my God. Let's get Max Blumenthal off the page here. Bye, Max. And you know I'm gonna go to my new go-to guys in the background. This is my new go-to while we get high. Boflau. All right. Just put that on loop. We'll go, I don't know, man. I guess we're going to have to do a dab, right? Jeez Louise. Can you look at all this? Oh my God. I don't know what OG. Look at this. Look at what I got here. gotta get into that. I gotta get into that. Let's get into that. So, that's what I'm trying to say. I want to use my new toys, you know? All right, let's go with my daddy's dabber here, though. Wow. Shatter. Shattery. Yep. That's why they call it shattered. I'll show you guys. All right. I don't like it there. Let's move it. All right. Cheers, guys. Double waterfall. Double waterfall. Triple waterfall. Ooh. I don't know. I thought that was pretty cool, man. I just decided to take a silent walk back from the dam to my house. It's I counted 300 steps, And it's pretty cool. I found this freaking chair on the side of the river, man. A nice chair just out in the middle of the woods, not on anybody's house or anything. Just sitting there in the woods. Just found it walking back, man. I was like, I'll put that next to my waterfall. What do you guys think? Anyway, thanks for watching my videos. I hope you enjoyed this one. Tune into my live streams for more relaxing entertainment in Nay's Garden, at Nay's Garden, on all sources of media. I was very sad about that dab. It didn't taste good. I don't know if it's because it's so old or because I didn't let it cool off enough. But it got me really high. That's for sure. Yeah. I'm feeling that one. I'm gonna go, guys. That's great. I'm gonna go do stuff. You guys take care. I'm gonna go on the river. I'm gonna go do stuff. You guys take care. Bye. I'll see you this